Assalamu alaikum students. I'm Humaira Tahir, your English teacher. Yesterday we completed the translation of Unit 2, Patriotism, and now we are going to start the exercises of this lesson. So you need to open your box and get ready, right? Look at the first exercise. Answer the following questions. Number 1 is, how will you define patriotism? Patriotism means a love for the motherland or devotion to one's country, right? Question number 2. What are the qualities of a patriot? A patriot loves his country and he is always ready to sacrifice for it, and he does not make compromise for the sovereignty, integrity, and honor of his country, right? Next. As a citizen of Pakistan, what are your duties towards your country? As a citizen of Pakistan, it is our duty to be ready to sacrifice for it. We must not compromise on its values, its honor, and we must be very dutiful in doing our responsibilities. Be ever ready for the defense or for the safeguard of our country. Next, what makes you stay alert in the wake of foreign invasion? The spirit of patriotism makes us stay alert in the wake of foreign invasion. Next question, how will you elaborate Qaed's quote? The Qaed's quote means, we must develop a sense of patriotism which galvanizes us all into one united and strong nation. This is the quote of Qaid-e-Azam. Now, it means that we should create a strong passion of patriotism among us, and we must be ready to sacrifice our lives if the need arises. This spirit keeps us united and strong, right? Because unity is the real strength of the nation. So spirit of patriotism makes us strong and united. Okay. Now next one, use the following words into sentences. Number 1, sacrifice. Sacrifice means kurbani dena. A patriot always ready to sacrifice for his country. नेक्स्ट है commendable. Commendable means काबिल तारीफ. Patriotism is a commendable quality. Number next, prosperity means खुशहाली. Every citizen must work for the prosperity of his country. Next one, invasion, बैरूनी हमला. Our army is always prepared to face any foreign invasion. Motherland, Pakistan is our motherland. Next one, responsible. A good citizen is always responsible for his duties. Next, nationalism. Nationalism causes progress. Okay. Now come to the next. Now here are modal verbs. Modal verbs combine with other verbs to form compound verbs. These modal verbs come from mood. Mood means different situations are used for the different modals. For example, in case of any possibility, we can use the modal verbs like can, could, may, might, and would. In case of ability, we use can, will, could, and would. And if there is some certainty, we have to indicate must, will, and shall. For probability, we use the modals might, should, and ought. To indicate permission, we use can, could, or may. To indicate obligation, we should use use should, must, need, and ought to. Similarly, to indicate a past habit, we used to. So here some examples are given. In case of permission, may I ask you a few questions? So here, may model is used for permission. Next is, can you swim? Now here the ability is being asked, can you swim? You should keep your promise, duty or obligation for the promise. We ought to help. If there is a moral obligation, then we should use ought. And in case of any duty or obligation other than moral, then you have to use should, duty or obligation. Okay. Now, keeping these concepts in your mind, we have to complete the next exercise. Use appropriate models to describe your three abilities and capacities. Now describe your three abilities. I can play cricket, I can speak English, I can ride my bicycle. So similarly, you can make your own sentences using the abilities and capacities of models of abilities and capacities. Next, number 2, ask teachers permission for going out. Now here the permission is being asked, so you can say, ask the teacher's permission for getting out. May I go out for water? Yeah, you can say, can I go out to talk to HM, or may I go out to talk to my friend? Just like this, you can make your own sentence where there should be some permission asked by you. Number 3, asked a friend to lend you a book. Will you please lend me your book? Or could you lend me your book or pen or anything else? Number 4, express necessity to get up early. Why is it necessary to get up early? You must get up early to go to school. You should get up early to offer your prayers. Similarly, express your duty to follow traffic rules. For the traffic rules, we must follow traffic rules. Yeah, we must keep our lane, or we must keep the speed slow at the cross or at the turn. Number 6, share some past habit. For the past habits, which model is used? Yes, used to. I used to go to school. I used to learn my lessons. My mother used to make tea for us. I used to go for a walk during my vacation. Similarly, you can make your own sentences using these models. Okay. Now come to B exercise. Identify the kinds of following sentences. Exclamatory, assertive, interrogative, negative, and imperative. Now, first of all, exclamatory sentences are those sentences in which our feelings, sudden feelings or sentiments are expressed, and there is exclamation mark at the end of this sentence. Sudden feeling or kind of sentiment. That feeling can be of sorrow or happiness or wonder or otherwise. Now, next is assertive. An assertive sentence is simple positive sentence that gives you a piece of information. Interrogative sentences are those in which some question is asked. And negative, where there is negation or not is used. And imperative sentence is where there you make a command or order or request. These kinds of sentences are imperative sentence. Okay. Now look at the sentences given below and identify that which type of sentences are these. Number 1, art is another subject in which I am particularly interested. Now, can you guess which type of sentence is this? Yes, it is simple positive sentence. So it is assertive. Number one is assertive. Number two, what a beautiful painting. Look at the exclamation mark, and here the, yes, the person is feeling amazed. He is feeling wonder. So here it is a kind of exclamatory sentence. Number two is exclamatory. What a beautiful painting. Feeling of wonder is used here. Teach him to learn. Teach him to learn. This is a kind of order or command. So it is imperative sentence. Next one. How would I know? This is a question. So it is interrogative. She did not make a false statement. Not. Did not. Because not is used here. So it is negative sentence. Right? Okay, now exercises have been completed. Now you have to prepare these exercises for your objective paper. Also learn the synonyms from the glossary and within the lesson, because there is a question of synonyms and antonyms in your paper, objective paper, and question answers in a subjective part, short question answers. So you need to prepare all these exercises for your test next time. Okay. Allah Hafiz.